Yo, it is, we'll say, March 23rd, 2025, Sunday. I wanted to make this, man, kind of say, it's crazy stuff going on this week for me. This week went by really fast, and it's kind of, it's a lot of lessons in this week, you can say. Well, I'm going to say, for me, because be careful what you ask for. That's all I'm going to tell you. Be careful what you ask for. From personal experience, Um, it's been a crazy, crazy week. I know how I started off the week, but it ended way different. But I mean, not in a bad way either. It's just different than I thought because we always think that, or I always think that you have this plan in your head the way it's gonna go, and I think that's what fucks us up the most is the way we think it's gonna go, and we have this picture or movie the way we think it's gonna go, and it never does. I mean, and I learned that every time. You know what I mean? I remember my son told me that like a couple of days ago. He says, "Dad, whatever you think, plan that you think that you have in your head or you think is gonna go, it never goes that way." And I'm like, "Man, I know you're right, man, but it's just your mind, bro. My mind, it's always like it's got to go this way. Like more about being certain. You know what I mean? I want to be certain because I'm really more about routine. So this week, I guess I can start to tell you how it went or what went down or what's been going on or what's about to start. So I guess we can start off um, with with just the. I'm just gonna shoot it. Fuck it. I've been a nine to fiver. You know what I mean? I've been a nine to fiver since I was like 19 and 20. I can't remember when I started working, but my first job official job was at a body build. It was at a store or a warehouse that built chairs. They're called body build, but they were office chairs that you would build, more of assembly line work. But it was my first job, and I was like, yeah, I think I was 19. But it was the first job, first time working, first time officially working. It was just it's exciting. It was running. I was moving, but and by that time I was already with my wife. With my girl, who's my wife is now. And that was 96, bro. Yeah, 1996. So it's 2025. So yeah, it's been a crazy week. So back to yeah, so I've been working ever since, like nine to five. Like I've been a nine to five ever since then. So that's what basically what I'm getting at. And then this past Friday, I quit my nine to five, and then I'm going into full time sales with my son, which my son is in roofing sales, and yeah, man, it's just some scary shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's some scary stuff because it's new. That's all I'm gonna say. It's brand new. It's 100% new to me and what I'm used to and what I've been accustomed to forever. I could say like forever, because that's all I've ever known and that's all I've ever seen. That's all I've ever was taught. So that's what I stayed to because I knew it was like for sure work or for sure you can say money or a clear path. You know what I mean? That's I guess you could say that. You could say I was always sure about a certain path, so I stayed on it. And I stayed on it because it worked for me and what I was doing and what I was chasing. What I was chasing was a better life for me and my family more than anything else. I wasn't trying to be making a killing because I didn't know. So I was just like I said, I was just trying to put my head down and build a family and build what I've always wanted. That's what I've always chased when I was younger and when I started working. I always wanted to build what I've always wanted, and I know what I didn't want, and that's what I stayed away from or didn't do. Because I always knew what I didn't want to do or didn't want to happen. You could say because that was a lot of lessons that I learned the hard way. But still, if I would have learned them sooner, things probably would have worked out better. But that's that shoulda, woulda shit, and I don't like to sit on that. But if anything, my son learned faster than I did, which is the ultimate goal for me. That's what I want. I said, if I can make him a better man than I am sooner, then that's it. That's the goal. So for me now, this is some scary shit for me because now I'm learning from him because he's been doing this for maybe like a year and a half or two, but he's really good at it. And he's took it and it's like I think that's his thing. Like that's what he's gonna do it and for me, he's worked with me before he started doing this. He started working with me like 2 years or 2.5 years, and it was hard work. You know what I mean? Warehouse work, outside, in and outside work. Like it was hard work, and I wanted to teach him that personally. Me, I wanted to teach him that personally. So when we started working with me, I was glad that he started working with me, so I can show him, hey, this is work, dog. This is what you want. This is what you're gonna get. Other than that, you can change it if you know. But this is all I know, so I can just teach you what I know. So that's what I did. So I just taught him the grunt work, just to get to work, go to work, don't be late, show up, and then can't nobody fuck with you if you just do your best. That's it. That's what I taught him. Hey, if you show up and you do your job better than you did, not anybody else. If you do your job good, then you're doing your job, your part, and then that's it. So that's what I taught him because that's what I knew, and that's how I grew up. So now it's the flip the script we flip the script. So he's gonna be teaching me the game and teaching me what he's doing, and then it's from the same work though, because what we were doing is roofing materials, and now we're gonna be he's been doing like I said, but now I'm gonna be doing it. So with me knowing the materials or knowing where I'm coming from, I didn't really know where the stuff went. But he's gonna teach me all that. But what I'm getting at is like, man, if it's crazy what you asked for, because I remember asking for this. I remember asking for the opportunities to want to get out of the warehouse work and want to get out of the grunt work because that's all I've ever known. And I was always thinking like, man, I don't want to be doing this shit. I'm getting too old for this shit. My body hurts. My body's aching because it's summer after summer. It was hot. And it was hot and it was hard. And it was like, but I was still, I wasn't running from the work. I was doing the work, but I knew I was never complaining because I was never trying to change it. I was never complaining about the shit I was doing because I already knew it was a choice to go to work. Motherfuckers will complain all day about their job but go to it and not be late. The stupidest shit. To me, that's to me. Like, that's stupid. You're choosing to go to a place you want to complain at. That's just my thoughts. So if it offends you, you're still going, motherfucker. If you don't, then that's what I'm just saying. Like, I would never complain at work. I would complain about work, but I would never complain about going to work because I had to do what I had to do. You know what I mean? So for me, it was like I would just go to work, and then that's all I knew about work. Just get it work, get done, and just go on home. But now it's just holy shit. It's like I remember asking for a situation to get out because I remember asking to get it out of this situation before the summer started. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be in this summer because summer is hot. Summer is a motherfucker. Because I remember last year our company wasn't. We were busy, but we weren't as busy. And then the summer times are worse. And then there was a recent storm that's going to be pretty busy now. And I was thinking, I just don't want to be a part of it this summer. I know what I didn't want. It goes back to what I didn't want to do over the summer. I was like, I didn't want to go back to work at a job like just because it's work. It's work. I'm not gonna lie. You're throwing bundles. Bundles are 80 pounds. You're chunking them. You're throwing them, making orders. Like we had guys, and they always told me, "Hey man, you don't have to do it." No, I'm gonna do it. I'm always gonna lead from the front. You know what I mean? Because that's what I knew. Like that, nobody can say, "Hey man, you're not." No, I'm going to, all the time. And I was proud of that because I know I could do that. You know what I mean? And it was always my thing because you can't fake work ever. So for me, that's what I've always known is lead from the front and teach. And then people, your guys around you either they're gonna adapt with you or you're gonna scare them off because the energy there's no in between. So with me, a lot of guys they gravitated to it. And they were like, okay, they had to learn and work hard because I wasn't gonna let up because I wasn't going to because it's just work. Like if you're gonna go to work, just get it done. I'm rambling about work because that's what I knew. And that's what I always was good at or proud of, you know what I mean? Because I can kind of fall into any system and learn it and make it more efficient. I wasn't a better worker or faster worker. I was just more about learning and being more efficient. So, and then moving up. But I always never got to the office part because I didn't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never wanted to get to the office part because I didn't understand or didn't want to do certain things. So I was like, okay, I can just dominate out here as much as I can, and then I was just stuck because that's all I wanted to move. So that's all I knew was the work part. So I didn't mind it, so I never complained about it because that's what I did, and that's my role, and I took it, and I owned it, and that's what I was, and now it's like fuck, it's not, it's. But I remember asking for the opportunity. So when then the opportunity came,